Hello soul foodies, welcome to my channel. My name is Nikki, and on Nikki's Kitchen I share everything food and kitchen with y'all. Today we are going to be doing KONDRE or called plantain ragu. It is a Bantu, precisely Bamileke dish from Cameroon, Western region, of course, or grassfield region if you will. And it's so delicious. And now I'm going to show you the ingredients you need. First thing is plantain, right? Green plantain. I have 5 of them, and I realize I have more meat than plantains. It's just like, anyways, it is what it is. Okay, now you want something like a red meat. If you can, goat meat is you can also use pork or cow meat. I have here some leg slides, but usually I will go for either cow meat or goat meat. You can use oxtails. It should be a part that needs to be cooked for a while. Okay, so now let us go on the spice side. We are starting with fresh thyme. You can use dry ones depending on via availability, and then it comes the heart of the dish. I have here what we call pepper or achu granite, rondelle, and some black pepper. Black pepper. This one is the comes from the same tree from this one. I don't have the powder form, but the powder form is also, you can buy it. So I'm going to grate it and do it and put it in there. So very important. And then this one is what we call 4 corners, 4 côtés. Okay, and then I have some cloves, 4 of them, 4 of the pepper. Maybe I should also put 4, like we have 4 for 4. Next thing, all of them are compulsory. I'm sorry, but I don't want to miss on any of these spices. They are the heart of the dish. Same as this one. It is called njangsang. I know people from Ivory Coast call it akpi, but other countries or other cultures, they have different names and for this one, but this is a well-known spice. Now I have dry basil, and this is all I have. I should need more, but that is all I have. And very important, ojom leaves, which are actually ginger leaves, some bay leaves, some 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of ginger powder. This is, I love it, like I really love it, that spicy. Next thing is going to be the fresh spices. So you have here, first thing is onions, 1 big white onions, 2 celeries, and then a lot of leek, like, yes. This one is optional, like I'm really thinking 1 tomato at the most. And then you need some heat resistant oil, and my green sauce, green seasoning, because I want the taste of from the Maggi crowd. You saw me doing this as well. And last but not least, salt. Optional, because I'm not going to be using stock cube and everything, like the meat is going to do its work. There's the meat. So I'm going to use chaff garden clay I've also showed you in my video how to cook without stock cube, what it does, and a little bit of lime juice. So let's start. Now, it takes time to really be succulent and for the ingredients to mix together and be friends. It also tastes better the next day actually. So you have to be kind of multitasking. So the first thing we are going to be doing is to wash our meat, and while we are washing it, heat the pan or the pot, right? So now I already have my pot. It is a kind of low pressure cooker to speed up the cooking, obviously. And we are going to be generous with oil. And while this is heating, I will wash my meat and be doing the plantains, like cleaning them up. While the oil is heating up, I'm going to add all my wet ingredients in here for them to start blending. Onions, tomato, and a kind of fluid to help blend. If you have stock, go for it, or oil if you're not afraid of calories, but water will do. So that's done, and I can feel my oil is beginning to heat up. It's the heat, the temperature I want. My meat is already washed and sitting next here. Look how. And then okay. No salt, no pepper, nothing. I'm going to spice it after, right? And while that is happening, I'm going to blend this and continue the plantain. So now we are going to mix the dry spices and the wet spices together. I know my machine is already does the job. And then blend it all over again. And while that is blending, I am going to be cleaning up the plantains and cutting them into 3 pieces, each finger. Keep going. So the meat is done. Like, you can really see how brown that is, and obviously that was too much meat. Plantains are also done. And now water. Obviously I think I'm not going to be using that much of the meat. Like I will use the other one to do like okra soup or stew. And now we do 3/4 of the spices. The color is already I like it very dark. Because I want the marigrat, I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of this green spice. A little bit more. Stir it. Salt. And then cover it to cook for 30 minutes. And you're already done with cooking, actually. It's already looking great, people. I managed to pack the thyme, the fresh thyme, the bay leaf and the awesome leaf in a package. Put it in there. This one is optional, but again, it gives a little bit of character to the whole food. Habanero, chili, pepper, you name it. Bear in mind, I have a lot of black pepper and ginger in there, so it's going to be food with personality, okay? People, this is almost 30 minutes later. It's cooking at 2 out of 9 point. Like, as I said, it's a soft pressure cooker. I can always open it. Oh Lord, the scent of it is as if my oma, my grandma did it. Jesus Christ. So now, ooh la la, ooh la la. I am sorry, people. I am sorry. But I'm sharing the recipe with y'all. So I'm going to put as much meat as I can, but let us not fool ourselves. Like, I crave this that much that I did too much meat. So that's it there. I think 4 will do. 4 will do. I'm going to try and let it sit down there. Now remember, the salt has, the meat has no salt, no pepper, nothing. So you want to make sure that it really goes everywhere. I am going to be that person and put the juice in there as well. So I have 2 left. Like, I wanted to add the rest of the spices, but let me taste it. Oh. It's enough. We will be adding some water, a little bit of this, just a little bit, and then we freeze. It might be for 30 minutes. You can add more oil if you are an oily cooker. I am not. So I will be adding, I would say, half of a tablespoon of this. So it is now that you can add your, what is it called, stock cube and everything. That was mine, actually. Oh, the scent of it. And then salt. And a little bit of lemon juice. I would say 1 tablespoon. And also that much, what is it called? Essence vinegar. So, again, that was my stock cube. Oh, where's the chili? The chili is not that hot. I love it hot. Maybe I'll put another one. But you see, the oil is already, the oil is there. I'm not going to shake it that much. Put the lid. And then, this is what I will be doing every now and then, like every 5 to 10 minutes. Then we cook it for 30 minutes and we let it sit for 30 minutes and then we are done. So people, I let this at 1 out of 9 stages to really just simmer, and it was for 40 to 45 minutes. So now let's look. Oh yes, 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 we have it. Yes, 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 yes. Come closer, come closer. Oh, the ragu is happening. Like, so we can dish ourselves some. This tastes the most the next day, but I can't wait for the next day, people. I am fighting with this meat, y'all. You are going to be eating. Oh yes. Look at that. The soup is the perfect texture.